the Holy Cross men's hockey team, the second half of the season is like a new season. From here on out, it is all Atlantic Hockey League games for Holy Cross. Now, the Satyrs have played the fewest league games of any team in the league. So each weekend is a chance to jump up in the standings, starting this weekend as the Satyrs host Canisius.
This weekend's obviously a big weekend for us because it's the start of the second half of the year, and from this point forward, we have 18 league games left. We've played all of our non-league games in the first half, so right now in our standings, we have 1 or 4 games in hand on everyone in the league except Air Force. So all of these games, this weekend we have a game in hand on Canisius, so they're almost like a 4-point game when you play some of these teams. So it's really important that we get off to a good start. We've been practicing hard, and we had an exhibition game last night, and we just want to have a good start to the second half this weekend, starting on Friday night.
Holy Cross hosting Canisius tomorrow and Saturday at 4:05. The Griffins rely on turnovers, so the Satyrs need to play smart, consistent, and disciplined hockey.
Yeah, Canisius is well coached, and they're very structured. They play more of a transition style where they wait for you to make some turnovers through the neutral zone, and that's pretty much their entire offense. And they look for you to make a mistake, and then they attack in transition. So we have to do a good job of managing the puck through the neutral zone, making good blue line decisions, getting the puck in behind their D, and then getting the work. Our forecheck and offensive zone play will be really critical for us this weekend, but also just moving the puck with intelligence through the neutral zone, not trying to do too much, take what's given to us, get the puck in deep, and then get to work.
Danny Lopez carrying a 14-game point streak into tomorrow's game. That is the longest streak in Division I history for Holy Cross hockey. It's a 4:05 start tomorrow and Saturday, Holy Cross and Canisius. All right, a lot of talk a few months ago about the Holy Cross men's hockey team joining Hockey East. Well, that talk has died down a lot recently, and certainly, but the athletic director, Nathan Pine, was a guest recently on the Holy Cross women's basketball show, and he talked about the Holy Cross men's and women's hockey programs, where they are and where they possibly could be going.
Well, I think I'll start by answering we're a member of Atlantic Hockey for the men, and that's really where we are and what we talk about. I think we have an opportunity, and I publicly talked about that opportunity on the women's side in elevating the competitive schedule to play a Division I schedule and really look for a Division I conference affiliation. So there's 3 of them that we've really been taking some look at. We've started doing our due diligence, understanding costs and timing and all the things that go into that. So we're having those conversations, and we're still in the middle of what the future looks like for Holy Cross women's hockey, and hopefully that opens up a great amount of enthusiasm and opportunity. And our men's program is already showing that we've played some ranked opponents this year. We've played a couple of them downtown at the DCU Center. Went out there and snuck up on a Providence team that was, I think, ranked 11th when they came into the building, and handed them a loss. And we had a little bit tougher showing against BC, but then rebounded, came right back here against Union, and had another home win. So absolutely, we've shown we can play that level of competition. We need to carry that over and be successful in the Atlantic hockey season to get ourselves into postseason in the NCAA.
And again, the men's team in action tomorrow and Saturday, both games at home as they host Canisius. The women's team off to another great start this season. Well, the Assumption College football team finished off a second straight successful year, going to the NCAAs for the second year in a row. As head coach Bob Chesney looks at what he has coming back, he is excited about next year already.
Well, I think when you look at it, on the offensive line, we lose Sully Crotty, who's been great for us for 5 years, or 4 years. And I think having Quentin Hall not with us the entire year, and he comes back on the offensive line, all the skill players are back. We lose Alex Shane, which will be a blow for us as a running back, but majority of our players offensively are back. On the defensive side, we lose our corners. We lose a linebacker, we lose a strong safety. That will be difficult to replace. But at the same time, the defensive line is back, and can we take those steps in the right direction? And again, how do we mature through the offseason? We have, without recruiting, we have enough pieces of this puzzle still here and still intact. It's just a matter of how do we add to it.
So a lot of optimism. You look at this Assumption team and what they did, and the core, that young group of freshmen and sophomores that they have coming back that'll be sophomores and juniors. This is a very talented squad. All right, the Worcester Academy boys basketball team lost today in England in the finals of the Harris tournament. They lost to Ireland's under-18 team. They beat England's under-18 team in the semifinals. So a good run for Jamie Sullivan and the Worcester Academy boys, and the Algonquin boys basketball team beating Marlborough tonight. Big, big win for the T-Hawks. I'm Kevin Shea, and that'll do it for sports. Catherine, back over to you.